my name is Chana, and this is what I'm doing today. As a heads up, this video is super long. I mean, you clicked on it. You saw the over an hour time, but just know I know. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and hopefully my words will, I don't know, lull you to sleep. Be interesting. Any of those things. When I started my no-buy in November 2023, I started an Empties bag, and I've just never gone through it. It's been over a year, and I want to throw away my trash. So, I decided it has been too long for me to just throw this away and not make a video about it, but also I'm never doing this again. This is not everything from that time period. But it's a lot of things. I feel like most of what's missing is stuff that like I finished up while working at camp, and I just didn't want to travel with trash. That felt unnecessary. So like I know I finished at least another sunscreen and at least 2 mascaras and like that kind of stuff ain't in here. But let's start, shall we? First thing. Wait, this feels like it still has stuff in it, but I know it's not. It doesn't. Hey, it's editing me. I tried to set my tripod up at an angle that I have never done before, and there are several times when I lean over to grab stuff out of the bag that I just, like, lean completely out of frame. I am so sorry. I'll work on it, but I also can't edit them out, because then it would just edit everything out. I'm trying. Please forgive me. Anyway, first thing is 3 separate body washes. I don't go through body wash that fast, clearly. Oh, there's something in here that leaked. That's fun. I'll figure that out later. I don't go through body wash that fast, clearly, but, I mean, maybe not clearly. I don't know. This feels like a lot more body wash than I realized. Clearly, I really like the Naturium ones. Oh, you know what? One of these leaked when I was traveling. That's why I finished it, or that's why I finished 3 of them, because it was like a new bottle, and while I was traveling, like half of it leaked out. And I think one of these also expired while I was, this one is the one that expired, I can tell. I didn't like this that much. I bought it, this was bought at the height of my finding out I have a bunch of allergies, and I was not allergic to it. And also, I believe that somebody that I follow on YouTube said that they like to use this, but I don't remember who. It's okay. I didn't like it. And these, I have tried 3 of these because I have a different type in my bathroom right now. This is the Perfector Salicylic Acid body wash. This is the first one I got after I finished the Bioderma one. I think that I like the one that I'm currently using, which is Glow something. I think I like that one the best, but I think I like this one the second best. It's just a good, decent body wash. I don't feel like it's anything super special, but with all of my allergies, anything more specialized than just like basic soap isn't gonna be good for me. And then this one is the Purifier Niacinamide Serum Body Wash. I don't remember feeling like there was a big difference between these, and now I don't remember which one I had first, because they're both fragrance-free. I do know that in other things that I've had for my face, my body, or my skin, genuinely does really like niacinamide, so I feel like I like this one too. I like all of the stuff I've tried from Naturium, which is a good bit of stuff, I guess. Then I'm really annoyed that I don't know what is leaking in here. And I also don't know what like half of the stuff, what is, oh, I do know what's leaking. That's why it is this sample of Tower 28 foundation that I used as bronzer. And it worked, or contour, whatever I used it for. It worked really well. It's just leaked all over the place. I kind of wish I hadn't saved this. I feel like So this is my favorite foundation, but this is clearly not my shade, which is why I used it up as like, no, this one I used up as an eyeshadow, because this is too dark to be anything else on me. It's good, but I can't give you a review on this actual shade. And I've finished up one of these fully, like the foundation in my shade. Even though it's not in here, so that must be one of the other things. It's not in here. It's really good. I don't know why I saved this. Yeah, like I said, I used it up as an eyeshadow, and also apparently by it spilling all over this bag. I'm throwing that away. I have a trash can behind you. I guess other than that, now that I've figured out what was that spill, I'm gonna finish like bathroom stuff, like shower stuff. This is clearly not empty, but it didn't work for me, and I kept trying to find ways to use it up, but it is expired, and I kind of hated it, to be honest. It felt like it stripped my hair. It's the Kristen S. Fragrance-Free Daily Cleansing Shampoo. I didn't use it every day, because I have the prescription shampoos that I have to use. It's okay, I guess. I would just rather use, I have a prescription shampoo, and then I have I use a shampoo bar that I'll talk about in a second. And I just feel like both of those are better for my scalp and my hair than this is. And I don't really know what else to say about it. It looks boring, and it is boring. Next, and I'll go ahead and also talk about the shampoo bar, even though I technically haven't finished the shampoo bar yet. This is the Vuori conditioner bar. I use both the conditioner and the shampoo. I just, classic. You finish one before the other, and I finished the conditioner bar first. I really like the way that this makes my hair feel and look, and both of these products. This goes for the shampoo bar as well. And it's like it was really hard for me to find shampoo and conditioner that didn't affect my allergies. And so I will probably repurchase these until either I can't or I don't know, disappear off the face of the earth. Either they or me are going first. I don't know which. This is weird. I don't like this conversation. The Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser for normal to oily skin. I originally got this because there was no cleanser for dry skin that was on my approved allergy list. I hated it because I have dry skin, and this is for normal to oily skin. I used this up as a brush cleanser. It worked really well for that. I also don't wash my makeup brushes nearly enough, so this took me forever to use up, and I have the one for dry skin that I got after this that I might have had. Oh, I moved. I need to get rid of that. I just realized that's over 2 years old, and I'm not going to finish that in the next. Things to think about. Things to think about. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do there. I know I finished up another one of these. This is the TheraBreath Dentist Formulated Fresh Breath Oral Rinse Fights Bad Breath for 12 Hours Mild Mint Mouthwash from Dr. Harold Katz. This is the only mouthwash I've ever finished and repurchased multiple times. I like it. I don't know. I got it after it trended on TikTok, and I'm glad that it did, because now I have mouthwash that works for me, and makes me feel like I'm doing something for my teeth, which I'm going to be real with you, with my history of mental illness, remembering to take care of my teeth, and honestly, myself in general, hygiene-wise, kind of, when things act up, that goes out the window, so having something that makes me feel like I'm taking care of myself, I mean, I am, but even something that, like, when I'm not doing well, makes me feel better. I don't know. I hope that was a tangent that made sense. I don't know if it did. Also, in case you're wondering, yes, I do have one of the bottles that calls out his daughter for having bad breath. What can I say? I'm trying to find other, like, shower stuff. I just feel like, I don't know, keep the categories together. Okay. This is not shower stuff. Did I show? Oh, cool, it's not on here. This was my psoriasis and eczema medication. It's expired, and nothing is worse than putting... I mean, things are worse, for sure, but I didn't want to keep putting expired stuff on my eczema and psoriasis. That felt like it'd make it worse, so I stopped. And I haven't needed it since then, which is good. This was a travel-sized bottle of OGX Argan Oil Shampoo? Conditioner. Argan Oil Shampoo and Conditioner. Wait, no, what? Argan Oil of Morocco Conditioner. I bought this because it was my only option at the time, and I was traveling, and I am definitely allergic to it. Don't get me wrong. It was okay. It was good. You know. I just feel like OGX is kind of a classic brand in the drugstore. At least in my CVS's that I've been to in my life. And it was decent. And also my grocery store. They also sell this at my grocery store. I bought this because I needed shampoo while I was traveling. And it was like I said, it was my only option. It was this, or don't wash my hair for like 2 weeks. And I chose to wash my hair. So, I don't know why I'm chucking some things and not other things. But, I am. Mini travel size Crest Scope toothpaste. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, it's the basic Crest whitening toothpaste that everybody and their mother uses. My mother doesn't even use this. I also bought this for the same reason as the OGX shampoo and conditioner. As in, I'm also allergic to this, but I needed something. And, oh, I just missed my trash can. It's fine. I'll live. It's toothpaste. I don't know what you want me to say there. I don't know why I saved that either. This is the one this is the Tower 28 foundation that I used as bronzer, I think. Yes. Ta-da. Classic beauty guru moment. It was also good. It's just not the shade for me, so I used it up by using it as bronzer. I also don't know why I kept that because I had thought that I didn't save this, but I did. Tower 28 Sunny Days Foundation. Again, why did I save both of those? I could have just held up the one actually in my shade and told you this is my favorite foundation. I own another bottle of it already. I have technically one more foundation, but I have a concealer that I also use as foundation in addition to these, and I wish I didn't. I just really need this in my life. I'm not even wearing makeup right now. I could have, I guess, put some on. If I had, I would have put this on because this is my favorite foundation. I wear the shade, I think 25 Mulholland, but I can't read what shade is on this one, and I'm going off my memory, which is always a questionable thing for me, you know? Oh, there's another one in here. So this sample is 25 Ocean Park, so it must be 20 Mulholland. So this one is Matched Me in the summer, but I still prefer having 20 Mulholland in all seasons. It's a good one that I can use year round. There should be a fourth one in here that was too light for me that I don't see at this moment. There it is. This one was in the shade 15 Melrose, and I would either mix these two together, or I would use, one is concealer, because one was a little bit too light, one was slightly too dark. They're good, though, because they're my favorite foundation. They're just the wrong shade. Oh look, more Naturium stuff. This niacinamide skin mist, 2% hyaluronic acid. I did really like this. It just is expired, which is why there's still some in here. I didn't finish it because it made me start to break out. I would have repurchased this, except I think they discontinued it, or at least no longer sell it at Target. The cleansing balm. I'm going through another one of these right now. I really like this cleansing balm. Highly recommend. Yeah, I don't know why I opened it. I don't know why you needed to believe me that it was empty. Yeah, I like it. I think it's my favorite cleansing balm I've ever tried. I feel like I keep switching around. I know that I said I was going to stick with one category. I'm really not. I'm really just pulling out what I feel like and going from there. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to do the rest of the skincare and then move on to makeup, I think. What is this box? Oh, I finished multiple toothbrushes. And I put this in here to congratulate myself because I'm often really bad at remembering to brush my teeth. Again, it's ADHD, time blindness, mental illness, there are multiple reasons. But I'm getting better at it, and that's why I put that in there. This is the MAC makeup remover. It was good. I just don't know if I actually need a micellar water really in my life anymore. I'm not currently really at a stage where I need one. But I finished it. Rounding out skincare, I have, okay, wait, back to teeth stuff. Sorry, I'm really all over the place. I'm trying to floss. I guess that felt worth saving, to tell you that I finished. I don't, like, some of these I also don't know when I finished them, to be clear. Okay, rounding out skincare, I finished up these two sunscreens. I hated this Trader Joe's one. It sucks. I didn't like it at all. And like so many people told me they loved this and I don't get the hype. It sucks. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't want to just say it sucks because that doesn't tell you anything about my experience with it. It just felt like a worse pore filling primer. And I don't really need a pore filling primer. And if I was going to use one, this is not what I would do. And so this just made my skin feel greasy. And I hated it. I hated it every single morning. It made me just not want to wear sunscreen. This is, clearly from the fact that this is the second bottle in here, and I know I finished up at least one more bottle. I have an almost finished bottle in my bathroom as well. This is my favorite sunscreen, one of them. I switched between this and another sunscreen that I haven't finished. That is the C2 Stream, I think. I like trying to use a mineral sunscreen because it is better for the planet and for me. When I say it's better for the planet, a lot of people will try to tell you, this is a rant, so I'll try to remember to put a time stop if you don't want to hear my sunscreen rant, but I have a sunscreen rant. A lot of people will try to tell you that there is no such thing as a reef-safe sunscreen, and so you should just buy whatever sunscreen you want because it doesn't exist. That's not true. Reef-safe is not regulated, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. And if you Google, is there reef-safe sunscreen, you'll get sources from the Hawaii government, or like Hawaii state government. You'll get things from national park resources. You'll get things from like actual scientific organizations telling you that like, yes, reef-safe sunscreen exists. It is just not, what is the word I literally just said? Regulated. And they'll give you options. If you look at it on skincare websites, they'll tell you that it doesn't exist. And I specifically have like stopped buying from I had brands that were on my wish list for a really long time that I've never bought from because they posted stuff with sunscreen misinformation. To be clear, clearly I also occasionally, and more than occasionally because I finished 2 bottles and I finished 3 bottles, and that's just within the past 2 years because I've used this sunscreen for like 4 years. No, maybe less than that. But still, I've used up like at least 6 bottles of this sunscreen in my lifetime. So clearly, I don't always use a mineral sunscreen because I think it's important to note that mineral sunscreens are more likely to leave oil cast, so they're less inclusive. 2, they can have a lot of textural issues. So if you're neurodivergent, you're somebody with you are somebody with texture sensitivities, they can be very difficult to use. I am not saying that you have to use a mineral sunscreen. I am just saying that I want you to make that decision not based off of false information told to you by people selling sunscreen. Capiche? Anyway, this is a chemical sunscreen. It's the Everyday Humans Resting Beach Face SPF 30. I really love this. I also really love the Sea to Stream sunscreen, and they were recommended to me by my marine biology teacher, who is an actual marine biologist, and I feel really bad that I can't remember her name right now. That's really silly of me. But, you know, there's something to be said there of, like, an actual, it's been 2 years. It's not that silly of me, I guess. But I feel like there is something to be said that an actual professional recommended, not this sunscreen, but the other sunscreen that I switched between. There's something to be said that an actual professional recommended that sunscreen to me. And I really like it. But like I said, it has a white cast, and it is kind of thick, so if you have sensory issues or you're a person of color, it might not work for you. But it is one of the most, Sea to Stream is one of the most, like, actually backed up by science, and, like, they're the most, acclaimed? I don't remember quite what the word is, but they have, like, the most, they're one of the brands of sunscreen that has been vetted the most to be safe for the environment. And because of all of my allergies, the safer a sunscreen is for the environment, the less of my allergies it has in it. Who would have thought? So I really like them. They are also harder to buy. That's another thing. I buy this one at Target. It cost me like $18. The Sea to Surf is, I want to say, like $15, but you have to buy it on their site. They don't sell anywhere else. This one you can also, like, get on Amazon. You can get it in person in some places. So, like, I also want to say accessibility for that one. Not the best. But I do really recommend them if you're interested. Also, their body lotion is really good. I finished that. I had a sample of that, and that's not in here for some reason. But, sunscreen rant over. But just be aware of why people are telling you that Reese's sunscreen doesn't exist. Anyway, that was barely related to this product. I just really like this sunscreen. It blends in really easily, which obviously I have a light to light medium skin tone, so I don't have to worry about a white cast too much, but it is something that I appreciate because I also don't want to spend 20 minutes blending in a sunscreen, which I had to do with the Empties sunscreen. I hate that sunscreen so much. I have personal beef with MD because of that sunscreen. Anyway, this one's really good, and if you're interested in it and you don't want a chemical, or you don't want a mineral sunscreen or a physical sunscreen, those are the same thing. They mean the same thing. I would recommend this one. I don't know why I'm chucking some things and not the other, but I don't know. Tower 28 Intensive Rescue Serum. I like this. I use a lot of Tower 28 products, clearly, just in both makeup, skincare, whatever. They work really well for me. When I found out about all my allergies, I already was using a lot of their stuff, and then, like, my dermatologist really was like, hey, everything you've shown me from this brand keeps being okay for you, so you should really stick with them. Them and Glisten Cosmetics. If you want allergy-friendly, colorful makeup recommendations, buy a Glisten Cosmetics water-activated liner palette. I haven't tried all of their eyeshadows, and, I think I've only tried their water-activated liner from them. I don't think I've tried anything else. But when I first got diagnosed and I couldn't put, like, anything on my face, having that made me feel like myself, having a Glisten Cosmetics water-activated liner palette, so I could do fun things. This is the only thing from Tower 28 that I've tried that I have not repurchased. I do think I would. The way that I ended up finishing this, so since I was, like, 12, have had what we thought was a rash, and then it's kind of been like, oh, like as I got diagnosed with eczema and with psoriasis, it's kind of been like, oh no, it's probably not a rash, it's probably that on my chest. It goes away, it comes back, like through different points in my life. I finished this up on that part of my chest, and it like really helped it. But that, like I said, it isn't always there. It comes back, it goes away. So I don't want to repurchase this until it comes back, because I don't have a use for it in my daily skincare routine. But I do really like it, and I would repurchase it for that. So I also finished the equivalent of at least one Tower 28 spray, their SOS spray. I have the big refill bottle, so I've refilled it, so it's not in here. But I really like that spray. I use it all the time, like twice a day, on my face, on my scalp, on the back of my neck, on my hands, on my legs, wherever I have an eczema flare. And it makes it feel better, and I feel like it helps keep the redness and itchiness down. Especially because a lot of this stuff that I finished, especially very early on when I started collecting this stuff, I finished like right after I found out about all my allergies. I had gotten them right after, and so I finished them in November, which was like a year after I got diagnosed with all the allergies, and to the blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that made sense. A lot of this is stuff that I bought in that first round of stuff, and I really liked it. Like helped when my eczema was really bad over my eyes and over my mouth. I'm not gonna put photos of them but they exist in I think there's a couple on my Instagram, and I have photos of it when it was really bad. I do want to eventually make that allergy video, and when I do, there'll be photos in there, but also, like, it's kind of gross, so, yeah. But just imagine really bad eczema over my eyes and mouth. The spray really helped a lot, and I do really like it. I also have almost finished the moisturizer. I gave what was left to my sibling because she's about to move, and so I just gave her the rest of it for while she's here, so she doesn't have to buy a new moisturizer right before she moves, and she can't bring it with her. So I gave it to them, and I don't know if they like it, but I do really like the moisturizer. It just is on days where I'm not wearing makeup, it's fine, but it has more of like a natural skin finish, and because my skin is so dry, if I put makeup over it, I feel like it's too dry, so I just wear it at night, and I put like a thick layer of it on my face, and I really like it. I do really like their moisturizer. Like I said, I have a different daytime moisturizer, but I do really like the Tower 28 moisturizer as well. What other skincare products have I had from them? That might be it. I haven't tried their face wash yet. I do want to, but I have one from Naturium right now that's, I also really like. So, the scent of it's not my favorite. It doesn't smell bad. It's like supposed to be like ginger vitamin C, the one I have from Naturium. And I like it, but it's not my favorite. And I don't think I'd repurchase it. I think when I'm finished with it, I'll buy the Tower 28 one, see if I like it, and then we'll go from there. But really, those are my top 2 skincare brands. So, you know, take it how you will. I don't know what I mean by that. Anyway, this thing was good. I liked it. Like I said, I'll repurchase it if I need it, but I don't need it right now. This is, speaking of the other moisturizer that I use, the CosRX Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. They recently changed the packaging. I actually don't know how recently it was. It might have been like a year ago. They changed the packaging, and I really like the new packaging. It's in a squeezy tube, or squeeze, do I have I don't know, it's in like a normal moisturizer bottle. I just like it better than this. The tub made it messy, it wasn't my favorite. This was originally the moisturizer I used at night, and then I just only used the toner in the day. I don't have their toner in here, but it's also the toner I use, so I'm just going to talk about it both at once, like they did with the Tower 28 stuff. This is really good. Again, it really helped my eczema and my psoriasis when it was at its worst, and I will probably be loyal to this for a long time, until, like, my skin changes or whatever. I mean, yeah, I mean, my skin's probably going to change. I'm only 22, so changes happen. It's normal. But until then, I'm committed. I really like the stuff. I also like that it's not too expensive. And their toner is also really nice. It's the only toner I've ever really liked. I just feel like it does a lot for my skin. I'm almost done with it. I will say, that toner I have been using for like 2 years, and I use it twice a day, and there's still, like, I don't know, I feel like if I put it in a tablespoon, it'd be like 3 tablespoons with a product, and I, like, was so close to being done with it that I bought a backup like 6 months ago because I thought I was gonna need it, and I haven't needed it yet, and I'm like, where is it refilling itself? Like, what's happening here? Yeah, so I really like CosRx's stuff too. There are also the pimple patches that I use. I don't need pimple patches that often, but when I do, it's also from them. Okay, the last, are you kidding me? There's more tooth stuff in here? Ugh, me? What the heck? Okay, floss, another thing of floss from Bite. I'm gonna save this. I'm going to put it in my bag to put my ibuprofen in my bag so it doesn't spill everywhere. I don't like keeping it in a Ziploc bag. I finished 2 deodorants. Woo! The closest one, I don't super get the jazz about this. I don't know, it was good, it just, the packaging sucks. It, like, leaks everywhere for me, and then dries out, and, like, I hate body hair, so I actually do shave my underarms pretty frequently, but I felt like it would still rip the hairs out of nowhere. I didn't like that. And so I felt like when I was actually trying to use it, I would never get out enough product, and then it would just leak randomly everywhere, and so I don't like it. I hate the packaging, but I do like the product. I felt like it was a good deodorant. The Necessaire one, both of these are the fragrance-free version. It's good. Does it really do a lot? I don't know. But they're the only 2 deodorants that I'm not allergic to. Literally the only 2. You can try to suggest me ones in the comments, but I'm going to tell you that I have gone through every page of deodorants on Target, on Ulta, on Sephora, on Skin to Be Safe, or Safe to Be Skin, which is like a people with sensitive skin like database. And these are the only 2. The only 2 that I'm not allergic to, and I am a sweaty person. It is literally what my last name means. And so, truthfully, I don't know if there's ever a deodorant that will fully work for me, because either it's going to give me an allergic reaction, or it's not going to work fully. But these work okay. So, I use, you know? I use I've repurchased the Necessaire one. I keep one in my backpack and one in my bathroom. And they do what they do as well as they're gonna do, you know? OC, body oil. I really like this. I don't know why I'm saying so much all of a sudden, but I am. I really like this. I can't use a lot of body lotions because of my allergies. Take a shot every time I say that. Don't, you'll be wasted. But Prequel recently came to Target, and I'm not allergic to their body lotion, so I want to try their body lotion. But this is my favorite body oil I've ever tried. I didn't want to repurchase it. I bought a cheap one from Neutrogena that sucks. I hate it so much. I hate the Neutrogena one. It's awful. It's too thin, and yet also doesn't spread far enough. How are you going to be both too watery and not go far enough? You know what I mean? Like, pick a problem, Neutrogena. Also, it's Neutrogena. I try to buy mostly cruelty-free products. There is, like, I don't know. I go back and forth on, like, not to say how much I care, because I care about animal rights a lot, but again, cruelty-free is a term that is not really regulated. That's the word I was looking for. And so, you know, like, I have a hard time explaining how I feel about it. I try to purchase cruelty-free when I can, but if I can't, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. And there's not a lot of drugstore body oils. I learned there's not a lot of body oils to begin with. Most of them are bath oils that you, like, pour in your bath and have a luxurious little bath. I hate baths. No, thank you. So I like this. It is expensive. But I think my current takeaway on this is that I want to try Prequels body lotion. I want to try, I might repurchase, I didn't have a full size of it, I had a travel size of the Sea to Summit body lotion, and I liked that fine. It wasn't as good as body oil for me, but I liked it. So I might look into buying that in the future. But I could see myself if I had like a special event. Like, I don't know, what are special events people have in their 20s? I don't know. My friends were getting married. None of my friends are even engaged right now, but if they were, if I was going to a friend's wedding and I wanted to feel fancy and I wanted to feel nice, my graduation would have been so much, I mean, I'm not near graduating. When I go back to school, I've still got 2 years of school left. But that would have made more sense because I'm closer to that than I am to being engaged. But you know what I mean? Like, I guess I was talking about my friends. Anyway. You know, but things like that. Like, things where it's a special occasion. I want to feel special. I could see myself picking up another travel size of this, because the travel size, I think, is, like, $25, which is a lot. Though I will say this lasted me a long time. This, I did not expect it to, because this is 1 fluid ounce, but this lasted me a long time. And I did not use this, like, stingily. And it lasted me, like, I want to say at least 6 months. Yeah, so I could see myself buying the travel size again for, like, a special event, and then just continuing to use it after the special event. I felt like I shouldn't throw glass, so I'm not throwing that one. And then I think everything else in here is makeup. Why am I singing all of a sudden? I don't know. Oh, it's not. It's not all makeup. I guess, I don't know, do you count nail polish as makeup? I am allergic to this, and it's expired, and I tried to use it, and it is gloopy as hell, and it is gel, and I don't think that's the reason it was gloopy. I think it was gloopy because this thing is probably a decade old. I don't know, my cousin gave it to me at one point, I think, or my mom, and whichever one gave it to me did not give it to me recently. I think I was like 13, and I'm 22, so this is going, it's expired, and I also can't use it. And nail polish, if you don't know, what gave me my original, what is it? What's the official term other than psoriasis or eczema? Something dermatitis, I think. What if I'm wrong and I just told you I have, like, a terrible disease that I don't have? Anyway, that doesn't matter. But whatever gave me my initial reaction, that I do have both eczema and psoriasis genetically. Like, my dad's side of the family has a lot of psoriasis. Every time my dad complains to me about how his grandfather's house used to smell like his psoriasis medication, I just stare off into space at him, and I'm like, you've cursed my grandchildren to the same fate. They'll remember me the same way. My dad loves his grandfather. He talks about him in very highly, but I do make fun of him about passing on the psoriasis genetics. Anyway, that's not important. What originally gave me the reaction was nails. I went to a nail salon. I got my nails done. I got dipped for the first time. I got extend. They were not this long. Oh my god, they were like that long. For the first time. I love them. They made things easier to hold with my fibromyalgia. And then they spited me. And so I'm very sensitive about nail products that I'm allergic to. I like that I said I wasn't going to throw glass, and that was, I mean, I don't think that was glass, but there was broken glass from something else in that trash bag that it just hit. And now, the rest of it's all makeup! Woo! I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that at all. First things first is this little Power 28 sample that I have had for forever, and I used up 2 of the shades, and I used up a lot. No, there's still some. No, there's not. I used up 2 of the shades, and I didn't finish these 2, but this is super expired, and they're a clean beauty brand, so I felt like it was breaking me out. So I said after like 3 years, it's time to go. But I do really like their blush. I don't think I would repurchase. I do have a full size of their blush in whatever the purple one is. I want to say Party Hour. I don't think I would repurchase their blush, even though I do really like that blush too. Just because I like other cream blush better at this point in time. But clearly I love Tower 28. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm denying that, okay? They're my favorite. I love them so much. Speaking of, we're about to... I almost said gas them up again. I don't like that. That's not slang I normally use. I have 3 of their mascaras, and like I've said, I've finished at least another 1 or 2 in the time that I was collecting this bag. Their mascara is my favorite. I've tried other mascaras. There's some other mascaras in here. We'll talk about it. But theirs is the best for me, in my opinion. It is not waterproof, though. I have cried in this, and I don't know. It's good for, like, are you casually walking and it rains a little bit? You're fine, probably. Are you having a little cry? You're fine, probably. Are you full-on sobbing? You're not fine. I've worn this to therapy many times. I don't want to besmirch it by saying that it can never be a therapy mascara, but if you know you're going to have a stressful therapy session, don't wear this. If you know you're going to have a breakup, don't wear this. If you know you're going to... I feel like I should think of reasons to happy cry. Your wedding. I wouldn't wear that. I mean, it looks great. It looks fantastic. So for that reason, I'd wear it. But I also would be worried if you're like somebody who happy sobs, that it would ruin your makeup. But for everyday use, mwah, it is so good. I will say, I love this mascara so much and it looks so good on me. I wish I could show you, but I'm not wearing makeup, so I'm not wearing mascara. That I convinced my mother to buy it. And she didn't like it. So, to each their own. Everyone's different. If it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you cannot have the love affair with this mascara that I have. And that makes my heart hurt for you. But I hope you can find a mascara that treats you just as well. That was so dramatic. I do want to try the Thrive mascara, though, eventually. Not to replace this, but to have a waterproof mascara in my arsenal, if you will. Speaking of mascaras... Finding Ferdinand one, it was okay. I didn't really like it. It was a little, oh crap. One of these was were these both too wet for my, that's the hard part with having kept this bag for so long, is I'm like, some of these I'm like, I don't remember. Yeah, okay, this one for sure was the one that was too wet. I think both of these were too wet for me, actually. I like a drier mascara. And both of these were way too wet. And this one flaked on me. And this one also flaked. This one flaked on me and this one just smudged on me, I think. Hopefully I'm right. Anyway, both of these were not for me. This one's the MAC Stack mascara. But all of these are in black. I'd love to try a colored mascara, but then when I think about buying a colored mascara, I never do. I want to try one, I don't want to buy one, pretty much. Actually, that's not true. When I was in middle school, I had a bright blue mascara that I wore every day with my bright blue eyeshadow, and it looked cool, except that I had the makeup skills of a 13-year-old, so it looked cool theoretically. These are okay. Here's the thing, though. I have good eyelashes, also. Not to brag, humble brag. I got good eyelashes. And so I just feel like any mascara looks okay on me. It's just a matter of, like, what feels good, what are my preferences, and my preferences are clearly the Tower 28. Okay. Do you want to keep on eye stuff? I feel like that's a good way to go, except I feel like the eye stuff's kind of boring. But you know what? We're going to move on. We're going to do it in order of face. We're going to do primers now. I finished 2 primers in the time that I have been collecting this bag. I finished the Wet n Wild Green Color Corrector Primer. This was good. I liked how glowy it was. I have just found a better glowy primer. I currently use the L'Oreal one. Again, to the cruelty-free conversation, I don't quite know how I feel about that. And I really, because I really want to try the Ritual Defee one or the Auric one. I couldn't, I'm a broke college student. I couldn't justify spending $45+ on either of them, especially because I don't know if I'm not allergic to them. I'd have to patch test them, and I know that Auric now has a travel size, but I don't know. I just was like, I don't know if it's worth it. So I bought this one, and then I bought the L'Oreal one. I like it. I don't necessarily need a lot of color correcting at the moment. And so it was good. I would repurchase it, maybe. I think this is the second time I've repurchased it. It is, for sure. It is. So clearly I like it enough to repurchase it, but I don't like it enough to, like, go out of my way to repurchase it. You know, if there was something else I'd want to try, I'd buy that instead. This is the Il Makiage No Filter Poreless Plate Base Smoothing Primer. My mom gave this to me because it didn't work for her, and I was telling her that there were only 2 primers that were coming up when I was putting in all of my allergies, and this was one of them. And the other one's the e.l.f. Mineral Base Primer, which I'm using up currently. And that was my favorite primer when I was in middle school, and my mom happened to have this one. It's okay. I don't love it. I don't like a pore filling primer that much anymore. Like, it's fine. It's not like it does really anything for me. So, you know. Both of these, this one and the e.l.f. one, I just feel kind of met on. If I was going to repurchase one, I'd repurchase the e.l.f. one just because it's cheaper and I can buy it in person and in a drugstore and stuff like that. But this was fine. It was fine. I already talked about the foundation that I finished. I finished the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum in the shade Beige. This was good. I get why the hype, I get why everybody liked this. I prefer other concealers. This also, I was told, by my dermatologist that I couldn't use when I was acting up, like, when my skin was acting up, like, a ton. Like, it's fine when my skin's like it is now, where it looks good enough, but not when I'm, like, super flared. And I have, the other concealers I can use when I'm super, well, the Tower 28 concealer I can use even when I'm super flared, though when I'm super flared I don't like wearing a lot of makeup. But I just felt like I'd rather have one that I don't have to have that thought in the back of my mind of like, oh, I was just calling myself crazy on accident with my hand there. But I just liked the idea of having something that I don't have to feel like, oh, is my skin good enough to use it? I also don't like the pump. Next up, I'm going to talk about eye primers. This is the Urban Decay one that everybody has known about since the dawn of time. It was good. I didn't feel like it super really added any longevity to my makeup. I guess I could see myself repurchasing it in a pinch, but truthfully, the Fenty one was better. Like, I did a test on my Instagram over a year ago comparing them, and this one held up so much better. It looks so much better. It looks like there's still stuff in here, but there's not. I can't get anything else out of here. I have tried. I'm currently trying the Thrive one. I don't know. I don't feel the need to be loyal to any eye primer. You know? I think out of the 2 of these, I would repurchase the Fenty one because it actually did more, and I tested it. But also, I don't know. I'm somebody who likes having multiple things. Like, I don't like having one-offs from a brand in my collection, and nothing else from Fenty really. Like, the things that call to me I am allergic to, and the things that I'm not allergic to don't call to me, you know? And so I'd rather get, like, the Thrive one because I have other stuff from them on my makeup, either that I wish list. Like, I was talking about their mascara and I think there's some other stuff from them that I want too. What else do they have? I'm trying to, like, think of their collection in my brain. Oh, wait, I want to try their lip liners because I'm in a lip liner phase right now. Anyway, this is better than this one, but I don't really feel strongly about either of them. Eyeliners. These are both from the Makeup Revolution It Cosmetics collaboration. This is the black one. This is the red one. The black one is in the shade. Is it on here? What the heck? I know it's not just called It, but aren't you going to say hello? Gosh, I know I commented on this in my review, but there's so many better things you could name an eyeliner from an It collab. It was okay. It was decent. I liked it a lot better than the red one. The red one sucked. The red one, in case you're wondering, is Beep Beep Richie. It flaked. It's bad. I hate this one. This one was decent, but I don't like this applicator for eyeliner, and these have a relatively, yeah, these have a 6-month shelf life, and I wouldn't repurchase them. I don't do any eyeliner, really, I do, like, graphic liner where I draw random stuff on my face, but these didn't really work for that, and I just wouldn't rebuy this style of eyeliner ever again. I bought it because I bought, like, the whole collection, and not the whole collection. I bought these, I don't know, if you want to know what I bought, just go watch my it review. Not to sound rude, but truthfully, that's the deal. If you want to remember everything I bought, go watch it. And these were the worst out of everything I bought. And I don't really know why I bought them. I think it's just because Beep Beep Richie is one of my favorite lines from it, truthfully. Yeah. Don't buy these. I don't even know if they're still available. I doubt they are. But if they are, don't buy them. They suck. Buy anything else. Other eyeliner. I finished the Danessa Myricks eyeliner in Jade. I liked this. I don't wear pencil eyeliner a lot, and so I didn't really have a purpose for this in my makeup collection. So I liked it. If you do use an under eye eyeliner or an inner core, waterline eyeliner a lot, and you want something pretty and green and metallic and duochrome, you should get this for sure. Highly recommend. Well, actually, I don't even know if I'm like, you should get this, because since these came out, so many other of that type of eyeliner came out that, like, you should do your research and find one that's better. But I don't need to do my research. I don't need to try to find one that's better, because I don't need that in my life. Okay, last couple of eye products. I finished up the Danessa Myricks Twin Flames Multichrome Pigment for Eye and Face in the shade Crazy For You. I loved this. I don't know. I, like, really was into liquid eyeshadow. I had this one. I had another one from Danessa Myricks that clogged. Like, I honestly probably should have put it in there, but it's still in my makeup because I refuse to admit that I can't get any more out of it. But I've tried everything, and I can't. And so I think I just need to own up to it and throw it away. I really like them. They're both pretty. If I was going to buy another one of these, I think I'd buy this one just to avoid the clogging issue. But I just had this shade in a powder eyeshadow, and I'm going to reach for that more. No, you know what? I had this shade in a powder eyeshadow, and I had it in the cream this is similar to Polaris from the Danessa Myricks Mini Lightwork palette that I also have, and that's a cream shade from the same brand. I didn't need this again. When I pan that, because I have hit pan on that project pretty majorly, I might buy this to, like, have the same color in a cream formula, and because I like Danessa Myricks, but that's a maybe. That's not a definite, you know? And then lastly in the eye category, I finished up this mini sample of the Kosas Brow Gel. It was okay, or so I thought, because I had this and I was like, I don't know, it just feels like a brow gel, and then I bought the MAC Brow Gel, and that sucks. From the first time I used that MAC Brow Gel, I wanted to be done with it, and I'm not done with it still. I'm trying so hard. And so I have the Kosas Clear Brow Gel in a sample that I got, and I think if one day I finally am done with that stupid MAC Brow Gel, I think I'm going to just switch over to Kosas for brows. No, that's another thing I wanted to try from Thrive was their brow gels, because I'm still trying to find one I, like, really like. I don't know. This was decent. I don't fully know if it's worth the Kosas prices, but if I could get their, like, brow set that they do occasionally, I think I'd buy that. Because that's, like, $42 for, like, 3 products, and that's not that bad for the price of their brow stuff. So I think I'd do that if I were you. Or me. Okay, these are 2 setting sprays that I finished. I finished Max Fix Plus. I liked it. I rebought Max Fix Plus Radiant. That's what I'm using right now. I really like that. I also like that the Max Fix Plus Radiant has a nice smell. I know what you're thinking. Hannah, you have so many fragrance allergies. Excuse me, Mr. Scarf. You have so many fragrance allergies. How are you going to compliment the fact that Max Fix Plus Radiant smells like coconut? I don't know. but it doesn't make me break out on, like, literally almost every fragrance thing. Literally almost. I don't know where I'm going with that. But unlike most fragrance things, it doesn't make me break out. And I've gotten compliments on the way that I smell before because of that product. And I'm gonna take it, you know? So I like that better. This was the AF94 Plead the 5th 5-in-1. 5-in-1? What are the 5 purposes of setting spray? Oh, it's not on. Of course it's not on here. Setting your face, blending your makeup together, like taking away powderiness. I don't know, like fixing spray, finishing spray, like those are the different types of products. And what are the 5? That's 2. I don't know. This was okay. I won't repurchase it, but it was fine. And now the rest of the things that I have in here are lip glosses. Woo! Okay. I don't want to do this. This was the Precious Beauty Clear Lip Gloss. I really liked it, but I'm not a clear lip gloss person, is what I have learned. I like something, I don't reach for it. If I'm gonna reach for something clear, I'm gonna reach for my lip balm. And so, I have a lip gloss. I really love Tower 28 lip glosses. Surprisingly, there's only one in here. You know why? That's another thing I think I finished at camp. I really love Tower 28 lip glosses. I finished like 6 of them, and so I'd be more likely to buy another Tower 28 lip gloss over this. But it was good, and Precious Beauty is a brand that I would really like to support. I'm just allergic to the rest of their stuff, unfortunately. So I could see myself buying another lip gloss from them. I didn't love the applicator, and I don't need a clear gloss in my life. Okay. Then we have the Glam Light Strawberry Shortcake Lip Gloss. I liked it. I learned that I do really want a light pink lip gloss in my life. Again, this is one of the things I'd rather reach for than a clear lip gloss. This one's too scented for me. I was able to finish it for my birthday. My twin, they were very kind and gave me Tower 28 in XOXO, and that is filling this spot in my life currently, and I'm very happy with it, and I would rather purchase... This is a slightly different shade of pink than Tower 28 XOXO is, but I would rather purchase the Tower 28 one than repurchase the Strawberry Shortcake one, even though I love Strawberry Shortcake. This one, again, this is just a dark gloss, so I feel like it looks like there's still product in here, but I promise you there's not. I've scraped the sides. It also has been laying on its side, so anything that was like clustered at the bottom is now, you know, this is Tower 28 in Wild. I really like this. I will say that this held like the same purpose for me as their red gloss in Spicy, which is one that I really love. I finished up Spicy specifically like twice, I think. And I would rather buy Spicy than this color. Like, they just, I don't know, a bold, not bold, but they're two of their little more pigmented lip glosses. And if I was gonna have one that was a little bit more pigmented, that wasn't, I don't know, like a stain or something, I would buy Spicy over this. I also feel like this might have been limited edition. I might be wrong on that, though. Anyway, our final product is very, very special, sad, disappointing, which is kind of a weird note to end on, but I feel like I have a lot to say about this one, so I feel like, I don't know. If you follow me on Instagram, you might know that I love blue lip gloss. Like, it is a passion of mine, and before I came down with all of my allergies, I was buying a bunch of blue lip glosses and testing them because I wanted to do a giant blue lip gloss showdown. And one of the ones I bought was the Queen Cosmetics, this was when this one was trending, the Queen Cosmetics Lip Gloss in Aurora. This one is too purple. I know there's still product left in here because I did not finish this one actually, but it started to make my lips burn, and again, I'm very sensitive to that. This one, this is what the swatch looks like. Because it's on my hand and not on my lips. Oh, am I gonna put this lip gloss on my lips? Yeah, screw it, I am. It goes too purple on me. I feel like you can't tell. let's see how it's like. Oh, wow. I should not have done this because it is making my mouth burn. Actually, it's making my mouth burn less than I thought it would, but it is still making it burn for sure. I'm going to try turning down my light a little bit, see if that... No, it doesn't. You can't tell at all. That's great. It's too purple in person, and I do not like a purple turning blue lip gloss. I feel like you can tell... No, you can't. Darn duochrome. Because that is one of the things that is why this went trending, is because it's a duochrome lip gloss. Yeah, in person, it's way too purple. I don't like that. It has always made my lips feel a little bit funny. I think it's because it's hemp infused, and also because I don't know, I'm not allergic to this one, but I think it's because it's hemp infused, and I just have never liked it. I've always found it to be gritty, and I have, even in, like, worn over lipstick, I found it to not look as cool as it did online. One thing that I will say, a positive, I want to end on a positive. Their customer service is really good. I ordered this when I was visiting my parents in Texas, and I actually sent it to their house, and I wanted it to be shipped to school, and they tried their best to help me get it sent to school, and then it got lost in the mail, and then they actually sent it to me twice to my school, and I gave the extra one to my sibling after. It was like, you know, so their customer service is really great. I will say that about Queen Cosmetics, at least from my experience. Ooh, oh, my throat is starting to really burn. I really shouldn't have put this on. Anyway, their customer service is great. I am clearly allergic to this, and the fact that it's expired does not help. And it isn't what I wanted in a blue lip gloss, because it is too purple. And on that note, I'm done. Ooh. Oh, it was a random lip. That's what fell out. On that note, I'm done, and I'm going to go wash this off my face. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye. Mwah.